Alright, so I took again aggressive way and I was raising back. And you see they've been folding, so I already won 2, 10, 13 blinds. Almost 14 blinds pre-flop just with playing aggressive. Hello YouTube, this is Radovan from raisebluff.com. In today's video I will be talking about the free poker tool you can use while studying and learning new poker skills. This video is mainly for microstake scare game players. Actually, if someone told you that the poker is a game, they've been lying to you, because it's war, and it's a pre-flop war. Because if you are a poker player or aspiring poker player yourself, you will find out very soon that even at the lowest stakes, such as NL5, NL10, NL25, there is such a huge amount of 3-betting, 4-betting. Okay, so now let me show you what I'm using to study my preflop decisions and how I do actually study my preflop decisions. Alright, let me open Poker Tracker. So here's my Poker Tracker, and let's filter only preflop situation. So you go more filters, hand details, number of players, players seeing flop, add to filter, and we want to have as not selected, so players did not see the flop, and save as quick filter, no, just save and apply filter. Okay, so it's now populating and generating the hands. Right, so here we got the hands where we did not go to flop. Actually, it was 1500 hands. And go and check few hands what decisions we made and if we made them correctly or not. Right, so now you want to go to your Google, type for GTOWizard, go to the GTOWizard and go to the solutions. Okay, and now imagine the situation that you are opening say pocket tens on button and the small blind is raising you. Do you know what is your action? Most probably you will call, and in better case you will raise it back. Did you actually know that pocket tens on the button facing small blind raise is never calling, and in most cases you should go all in pre-flop? Let's check it with the GTOWizard. So action starts with the fold UTG, fold hijack, fold cutoff. And here, as you can see, pocket tens are pure open, so you are opening with a raise. And small blind decides to raise you. Big blind is folding. And here you can see pocket tens. When we click on it, here on the right, you can see that the pocket tens are raising 30% and going all in 69%. Did you actually know that? If not, then keep watching and I will show you how I'm studying using GTOWizard and how I'm actually learning what should I call, what should I raise or re-raise or just fold. So let's go for it. Let's now go back to our studying session. If first I reset the GTOWizard, let's open the first hand. Let me just pin it on the top so we don't lose it. Okay, right, so we got dealt ace king on the cutoff. UTG is opening, hijack is raising. So UTG is opening, hijack is raising. We should be definitely 4-betting with our ace king off, which we did correctly, so we were raising. And then the action goes fold, back to the UTG. Fold, 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 and here UTG should be raising back his aces, ace king suited, ace king off, kings. Should be mostly going all in, and sometimes he should raise ace jack suited back and also ace 5 suited. some frequency of jacks and queens. Let's see what he did. Alright, he went all in and hijack was folding. So UTG went all in, hijack was folding, and we should be definitely folding our ace king off. We should be folding even ace king suited, so the only hands we should be going call or all back all in is our aces and kings, sometimes in some frequency jacks and tens. So we folded our hand, which is correct. Right, now let's move to the second hand. I'm gonna close this one. Let's start this from the beginning. So the second hand, I will pin it again. Okay, pocket tens on the big blind. Let's see the action. Right, so we got UTG fold, hijack raising, cutoff is cold calling, button is folding, small blind is calling. And with the pocket tens, we should be calling here 100% of the times. And we did raise, so now I see that I made a preflop mistake. So that's why it's good when you study your hands, when you select for the preflop solutions, and firstly you go and you just check if you play correctly preflop, because if you are making mistakes preflop, then you will make many more mistakes post-flop as well. So I can see that here I should be raising jacks and higher. Then I should be raising some jack 9 suited, 6-5 suited as well as a bluff preflop, squeeze bluff. Then 8 ace suited, some ace 4s, and ace king suited, ace king offsuit, ace queen offsuit. This should be a raising, but tens are definitely call on the big blind position versus multiple players. So actually we made a mistake here. Right, let's move to another hand and see another hand. I restart this one, back to the UTG. Alright, so it's the same hand, not this one. Alright, ace 7 suited on the big blind. Let me pin it here. Okay, so let's see the action. Fold to the button, button opening. So fold to the button. Button is opening, sorry. Small blind is folding. And here with the a7, it's a 100% pure call for us. Pure call for us, yeah. And we did raise, so another mistake pre-flop. I'm not sure if I had any special read on this player, why I was re-raising this player, but yeah. Regarding to GTOWizard, raising a7 suited versus the button open, it's a mistake. So you see, I'm catching the second mistake I made a pre-flop, so it's really good when you study your game. Okay, let's move to another hand. So restart again from the beginning. Open another hand, ace queen suited on the small blind. Let me stick the pin. Okay, pin it. And the action starts on the cutoff. Cutoff is opening. So fold, fold, cutoff opening, button folding, and here we should be definitely raising our ace queen as I believe I did so. Yeah, I was raising. And now here the big blind is going all in. And the original raiser cutoff is folding, so we did raise here. Big blind is going all in. Cutoff is folding. And here with the ace queen suited, we should be folding as well. On the small blind, let me see what I did. I folded, so correct. Right. Let's reset it. Let's move to another hand. This one is the same. All right, now we got ace queen off on the small blind, so pretty similar to the hand before, but this one is ace queen off, not ace queen suited. Let me pin it here. And this is actually how I study my sessions. I just filter for the hands pre-flop, and I'm trying to find mistakes which I made pre-flop. If I made everything right in the session, I'm pretty happy, but as you can see, still I'm making mistakes as well. And it's really good if you have something where you can see and where you can exactly know if it was mistakes regarding GTO or it wasn't a mistake. So let's go and go through this hand. Action folds to the button, button is opening, so fold, 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 button opening, ace queen off. Here we should be definitely raising, which we did, so raise. Big blind is folding, and there is a 4-bet from the button, so fold, button is 4-betting. And here with the ace queen off, we should be calling 32% of the time, so 1/3 we should be calling, and the rest we should be going all in. Let me see what I did. I folded, so it was pretty tight. Fold pre-flop, and it was not correct. So again, another mistake pre-flop regarding the GTO. So yeah. You see, I caught already in 5 hands 3 pre-flop mistakes, and as I mentioned before, this is what people don't do. They don't study the pre-flop game, and then they are wondered why they are losing. But if you make or if you are making mistakes pre-flop, then it will go with you through flop, turn, and all the other streets. So, all right, let's move to another one. I hope that this one will be correct, because we got a few mistakes now. So this is the from before. All right. Okay, so no, let's go back. This is already in the action. Okay. Let me pin it here, and now let's go through the action. So again, ace queen, but now on the big blind, and we go fold UTG, fold hijack, fold cutoff. Button is raising, small blind is raising. So we are already here, and here with the ace queen off, we should be raising ourselves, or we can go all in some frequency. So I believe I raised this one. I did, so correct. And both of the guys folded. So that was actually okay. Right, let's reset it back again. Let's move to another hand. King Jack on the big blind offsuit. Let's go through this hand. Okay. So again, multi-way pot, hijack raising, so UTG is folding, hijack is raising. Now we can see that the cutoff should be calling here ace jack suited, some king queen suited, but he doesn't have really many calls here. He should be mostly raising, but he decided to flat call in position. This is what you see on the micro stakes pretty often, just flat calling in position or cold calling. And now we go to, so we are raising king jack offsuit here on the big blind, so let's check it if it's correct. All right, so king jack offsuit here. Yeah, we got some raises. Mostly we should be calling as well pre-flop, but we got some raises here, so it's not that a big mistake if you raise here, because you should raise sometime. I don't know if you guys using random number generator. I'm using it myself. If I'm not sure what decision should I take, then I just roll for the number, and I'm pretty sure that I rolled here some high number, so that's why I raise it. So this one I wouldn't treat as a mistake. This one should be all right. Let's move to another hand. All right, let's start again from beginning. All right, let me open the... we got 3 more hands to go. All right, so again, ace queen off, but now on the cutoff. So let's see the action. Right, we are opening, so yeah, on the cutoff, I'm pretty sure that everyone knows that ace queen off is open. On the cutoff, as you can see, you are opening pretty wide. Button is folding, and the small blind is raising us. Button is folding. Sorry, we are opening cutoff. Here, button is folding. And small blind here is raising us. So you see all the red is his raising range, and the green is his calling range. The blue is fold. So he is raising us, and action goes back to us. So he is raising. Big blind fold. And here with the ace queen off, we got some calls, but also we should be raising most of the time. So let me see. Right, we did raise, so most of the time we should be raising with the ace queen off. Let's see what happens next. And he goes all in for 100 big blinds. So we are raising back, and the small blind is going all in. Here we are calling only aces, ace king suited, ace king offsuit, kings, queens, jacks, tens. But ace queen off we are folding 100% of the time, and we did so, so correct decision. So you can see, as I mentioned before, it's not a game, it's a pre-flop war where you have to fight for every single blind, even pre-flop. Right, let's reset it again. Right, so it's reset it. 2 more hands to go. Ace jack off on the cutoff. So let's go through this hand. Okay, the action is UTG open. So UTG is opening, hijack is folding, and here with the ace jack off, we got some folds, we got some raises. I believe I decided for raise because I'm playing pretty aggressive pre-flop, so let's see. Yeah, I did raise. And there's a 4-bet from the big blind, so we did raise on the cutoff. Button folded, small blind folded, big blind 4-bet back. The original opener on UTG was folding. And here ace jack off 100% of the time we are folding, so I believe I folded. Yeah, I did fold, so correct. And let's go to the last hand, ace 5 suited on the hijack. And let me pin it here. Okay. So UTG is fold, and here on the hijack we got ace 5 suited pure open, so we are opening all ace suited here. We are opening up to king 5 suited. So I believe we opened, yeah, we did open. And the action goes, cutoff is fold. Cutoff is fold, button is cold calling. And now the small blind is raising. So small blind is raising. Big blind is falling. And here on the hijack with the ace 5 suited, we got some raises, and we got also fold. So we should be raising here. So 1/3 of decisions should be raised. and the rest should be fold. Depends what number I rolled or RNG. Alright, so I took again aggressive way and I was raising back. And you see they've been folding, so I already won 2, 10, 13 blinds. Almost 14 blinds pre-flop just with playing aggressive. So if you know your ranges and you know what hands you should play pre-flop and how you should play them pre-flop, then you can make your life easier and just make big blinds pre-flop. You don't need to go to the flop, you don't need to go through tough decisions on the flop if you play aggressively and correctly pre-flop. So just go and have a look at GTOWizard. You got every single preflop situation here. Yeah, it's good to go and have a look and play with it around. It might come much clearer for you than your decisions, how it works, and it will be just for you then like a puzzle. So you are just playing with the positions, with the raises. And once you master your pre-flop game, then will be a time to move to the post-flop decisions and post-flop strategy. And on the small stakes, such as NL5, NL10, up to NL25, if you don't have your pre-flop game mastered, just go have a look and play around with GTOWizard. In the next episode, I will be talking about another features of GTOWizard, but for now, it's all, guys, and just go and give it a try. I mean, it's one of the best tools online for studying your preflop game, and give it a try. You will see yourself how it helps your game. And remember what I said in the beginning of the video. These days, poker, even on the small stakes, it's not a game anymore, it's war, because you have to fight for every single pot. And this war, this fight begins pre-flop, so make sure that your pre-flop game is on the top level against your opponents, against your competition. And if you master your pre-flop game, then you will be able to move to the more complicated strategies and move to the post-flop studying. So now just go. Click on GTOWizard, you don't have to pay nothing for it, just you have to sit down and work hard and study. Thank you, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. To try GTOWizard yourself, you can find the link down below in the description. If you like the video, hit the like button below, it really helps me out, and also it helps YouTube to bring more videos from me to you with a similar poker content. If you have any questions about using GTOWizard Preflop Solution tool, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer that question. And also, if you want to subscribe, we put out a new video every week. So see you next time.